In a small town lived a young man named Arav. He was 28 years old. He had a decent job, a house to live in, and a loving family. Yet deep inside, he felt an emptiness he could not explain. Every morning, the alarm clock woke him up, but his dreams had long been asleep. He rushed to get ready, boarded a crowded bus to work, sat in front of a computer all day, returned home tired in the evening, and fell onto his bed without excitement. Days were passing, but his life felt stuck. Sometimes he scrolled through social media and saw people achieving success, traveling, building businesses, living their best lives. And he would think, everyone's life seems meaningful, except mine. Slowly, he began to compare himself with others. He started believing he had no special talent, no unique identity, and perhaps no real value. One day, at the office, he made a big mistake. His boss scolded him in front of everyone. His colleagues watched silently. That day, something inside him broke. The last wall of his confidence collapsed. Instead of going straight home, he walked to a quiet lake outside the town. The sun was setting, the sky was painted in shades of orange and gold. The wind was calm, but his mind was full of storms. He picked up small stones and threw them into the water. As the ripples spread, a thought echoed in his heart. Does my life even have any value? If I disappear, would it make any difference? Nearby, an elderly man was sitting peacefully. His eyes were deep with wisdom, and his face carried a gentle smile. He looked at Arav and asked softly, "Son, why do you look so troubled?" At first, Arav tried to stay silent, but then his heart overflowed. He shared everything, his failures, his fears, his comparisons, his disappointments. The old man listened patiently. Then he took out a small shining stone from his pocket and placed it in Arav's hand. He said, "Take this to the market tomorrow. If someone asks the price, just show 2 fingers. Don't say a word, and don't sell it." The next day, Arav went to the market. A vegetable seller looked at the stone and laughed. "How much?" he asked. Arav showed 2 fingers. 200, the seller said. "I'll use it for decoration." Arav was surprised. He walked further. An antique shop owner examined the stone and said, "I'll give you 2,000. Now Arav's curiosity grew. Finally, he entered a jeweler's shop. The jeweler carefully cleaned the stone, examined it under light, and suddenly his eyes widened. "Do you even know what this is? This is a rare gemstone. I can offer you 200,000, maybe even more." Arav's heart began to race. He rushed back to the lake and told the old man everything. The old man smiled and asked, "It was the same stone, wasn't it? Then why did the price change?" Arav remained silent. The old man continued, "Because each person sees value according to their knowledge and understanding. The one who doesn't recognize it sees it as ordinary. The one who understands it sees it as priceless. Your life is like that stone. Some people will see you as ordinary, some will underestimate you, but that does not reduce your value. The real tragedy happens when you start believing you are worthless." Tears filled Arav's eyes. For the first time, he realized he had been measuring himself through other people's opinions. That day, he made a decision. He would not live to prove himself to others. He would live to discover his true worth. He began learning new skills. He took care of his health. He stopped comparing himself to others. Every day, he focused on becoming a little better than yesterday. Slowly, his confidence returned. His performance at work improved. People's perception of him changed. But the biggest change was within him. He finally understood. The value of life is not determined by how the world sees you, but by how you see yourself. You are not an ordinary stone. You are a precious gem. Maybe the right jeweler hasn't recognized you yet, but that doesn't make you worthless. Recognize your own value first. Believe in yourself. Because when you understand your worth, the world eventually will too.